Okay, sounds good.
AD.
Okay, Morehead State, and Sean Woods, players Angelo Warner and Kareem Story. Coach, give us an opening statement to start out.
Our guys came out with a sense of resilience and a sense of purpose tonight. You know, you got to give your hats off to Tennessee Tech. We knew they were going to be a big-time foe because, you know, anytime you go into another team's place and beat them by 26, and then they come into your place and get you, that says a lot about a basketball team. And we knew that we had our hands full tonight, but we weren't going to let it be because we didn't play as hard as we possibly could, with a great sense of urgency and energy and a passion. And I thought that was the game tonight. Our guys were very hungry and played with a great enthusiasm tonight, and that was the reason why I thought we played so well.
Coach, talk about your defense for some 22 turnovers tonight.
I'll tell you, that was the deal. That's how we play. We haven't been that way because our guys been so wounded, and we haven't been able to practice. I got so many guys hurt. I haven't been able to practice in a month. And Monday and Tuesday, we got after it for the first time in I don't know how long, and the guys came to me. I'm thinking they weren't going to like it. They loved it. And they came to me and said, Coach, this is what we needed. So I went again hard on Tuesday, got the same type of results. So now that's why you're seeing the energy, because the energy's been great all week in practice.
Coach, how do you bottle up that energy and bring it tomorrow against Belmont?
Well, I tell you what, my guys have been waiting on this for the simple fact we let one go at our place. We're up 7 with 1:20 to go, and we just, you know, peed down our leg a little bit. Our guys want another crack at it and make sure that if that happens again, that the outcome won't be the same. So they've allowed themselves to get a third crack at Belmont, which is a great basketball team, especially in our league, and that's all we can ask for right now.
Kareem, Angelo, either one of you want to comment on getting another chance at Belmont?
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. Like Coach said, we've been talking about it. We're going to get Belmont again. You know, we finally got them, and this time I'm pretty sure it won't be the same mistakes as last game. We're going to come out with a lot of passion, a lot of enthusiasm, and really get out there for 40 minutes like we did tonight.
You guys started off, you know, with a huge, 25 run, and then it seemed like the offense really stalled for almost the next 10 minutes even. What changed between the first 5 or 6 minutes and that long stretch in the first half?
Well, we got stagnant and we got a little cute, and that was the reason why. And then we had to get it back, you know, the urgency again. We lost urgency because we got up so fast. Okay, and my guys, you know what I'm saying, they wanted to let the foot off the gas, and that wasn't, you know, we can't do that. And, you know, once we got going again with our speed and our quickness, and we kept them uncomfortable on defense. You know, we didn't let the guard really turn the corner. We had somebody in his face with high hands all the time that made him make tough passes. And then also we doubled down on the post, which we didn't do the last game, and he killed us. And we wanted to make sure that wasn't going to be the case tonight.
Coach, you were just talking about the post, and can you talk about the way that you guys defended Duan tonight, especially your guys down low? There were, 29 points the other night, and tonight I think just 16 or so.
Well, we just wanted to make him uncomfortable. Last time we just let him dance with our guys and left him in the post by himself. And one-on-one, he's pretty good. You know what I mean?
Sure.
And we didn't want to make that happen. We wanted to get the ball out of his hands and rush him. We wanted to keep them rushed all night, and I thought we did a good job of that.
Coach, can you line up my conversation here? When I saw you guys, it looked like uncomplicated offensively. Spread the floor out, going side to side, and it didn't look like you only went 2 for 13 or so from the 3, but it looked like you didn't take a bad shot in the second half. When we were saying the offense looked very unselfish.
Well, that's what we do. We spread you out and try to drive you. And we're getting to the point now where we're not settling for jump shots. And, you know, the way the game is now, you got to drive the basketball. Because any type of bump, any type of anything, the whistle's going to be blown, either going one way or another. So that's what we want to do. We want to spread you out. And I think I got 3 of the best guards in all of basketball collectively as far as driving the basketball. And these guys are resilient and relentless at getting to the rim and making the right play.
Let me ask the same question maybe differently. How do you bottle this up, man? That looked like it was a masterpiece today. Just the effort, the hot hands, full commitment to defending. All 5 guys were in unison, offensively and defense, especially on the defense end. How do you bottle that thing up for tomorrow and possibly the championship?
Well, it's win to go home. You know what I mean? It doesn't take a lot of motivating anymore. You know, these guys know that we're good enough, and we're just as good or better than any team in our league if we play as hard as we know we can play. That's us, and that's what we expect from a toughness standpoint. And we know that a lot of teams don't like playing that way. We got active hands. We're quick enough to move our feet and keep you from driving. And we can jab, clog up the lane, and get back to our man on the catch and not give them drives or shots and limit them to one shot. We're just as good as anybody in the United States as far as transition, pushing it back at you. And I thought that was the reason why we had so much success, because we did limit them to one shot, we turned them over, and we were very efficient in transition.
Kareem, you had 3 steals tonight. As a team, you guys had 14. You guys had a lot of transition baskets as a result. How much does that fire you guys up, especially as guards, to get those?
It fires us up a lot because, you know, that's our identity. We play great team defense. The hedges were there all night, and when our scouts were to slow down the point guard, my bigs hedged phenomenally. We dug in the post phenomenally, and we confused them because some of the things that we didn't do before we did in this game. We stuck to the scout. The coaches did a great job with scouting, and we came out with a victory. And we hope that carries over to tomorrow.
Y'all talk about the confidence your team played with in the second half. Jump out to the big lead, they come back, but then you punched them in the mouth again in the second half.
Well, we just played with a sense of urgency, and we spread them out. And these guys lick their chops when teams go man, and we get to spread them out because they don't believe that one guy can stop them getting to the bucket. And him, Brent Arrington, it's hard to stop those guys one-on-one. And then they were making the right pass. If the big stepped up, they dimed our big man. You know, if their guy hedged a lot, they gave it to the other guard coming downhill so he can turn the corner and get in the paint. So we just, we played them like a puppet, but we were under control, but very aggressive, and we got to continue to do that for the next 2 nights.
As well as Belmont shoots a basketball, can you go 2 for 13 from behind the arc to win? And if you are, what do you need to do?
I tell you what, we didn't shoot the ball great when we lost to them the last time, and we were up 7 with a minute. I mean, we dominated them for 38 and a half minutes, and we didn't shoot the ball great. We just defended. That's our identity. And then we spread you out. Belmont don't like playing zone. They're not the quickest team defensively, and we were getting to the basket. And they don't have a guy in the back that's a big time shot blocker. So that we use that to our advantage. We just didn't seal the deal with the last minute and 21 seconds left to go in the game. I mean, we actually did all the work all week long, and then when it was time to go get a paycheck, we turned on, went home without any money. So we got to make sure if that's the case this time, my guys will be willing and ready to not let that happen again. Be stronger with their basketball, play with more confidence down the stretch, and making free throws in the clutch.
Coach, I'm doing a story on Drew Kelly, and I know he kind of struggled offensively tonight, but can you talk about the contribution that Drew has made to this club at both ends of the floor all year long?
I'll tell you what, when we started this year, and we had a really good recruiting class, I told Drew Kelly and I told everybody else, no matter who we bring in this year, we're only going to go as far as you go. We need you to be in a very important piece, spiritually, emotionally, physically, because you are that piece. You're the glue guy. You're a coach's son. You keep everybody together when you're in it. And at one time during this season, guys, Drew didn't want to play this game anymore, to be honest with you. And we had a long powwow, and I tell you what, the next night he went out and scored 40.
Wow.
And he hadn't looked back since. He's been consistent ever since. Just, 12 here, 18 here, 16 here, But he's been the guy that keeps everybody together with great leadership, and people listen to him. So that's the reason why we've been successful. It's been because of these guys. But behind the scenes, Drew Kelly's been that guy, and I needed him. And he's more than worth his weight in gold.
Angelo, I can see you nodding to everything Coach says there. What has Drew Kelly meant to you and your career?
Drew, he's like a forefather to me. You can always go to Drew about anything. Outside of basketball, inside of basketball, Drew's there. He has a fiance. You call Drew at 2 o'clock in the morning, he'll be there. But Drew, we owe this to Drew. I mean, after this, Drew's not gonna play basketball anymore. He knows that. The team knows that. But you know, Drew's gonna come out and give you everything he got. Drew's sick right now, and he's still giving out everything he has. So, I mean, Drew is Drew. I mean, you can't.
At halftime, he was puking.
Yeah. So
The whole halftime deal, he was puking. So that lets you know what type of kid he is.
just a tough guy.
2 more questions if we have them.
Angelo, all season, coaches called you Mr. Consistent. You know what you're going to get from you. 23 points tonight. It looked like you were very comfortable. Talk about that.
It's just playing within myself, like I said all year. It's not about me. It's not about anybody else on this team. Anybody else can go any night. So, like Kareem played a phenomenal game. He pushed the basketball, and he got guys open. So that's what I fed off of. Kareem was running, so I was running with him. I knew he's gonna look for me or anybody else, and I didn't know I had 23 points. So I was just playing basketball, man. I was just having a lot of fun out there.
Any more?
Thanks, guys.